Welcome back everyone. Today we're in a game called Ranch Simulator. I'm Jewel and as you can see we are on Jewel's ranch and we are going to head over here and see what we need to get into next. Appreciate everybody for coming to the premiere and or video. Thanks so much. As you can see we got meat to clean up in this pen. One of our cows died. Also we need to get the rest of the guys out of this one, because then they're going to multiply too quickly. But also pick up some meat in some of these. But we need to look how many babies. We are definitely going to have to separate these. We've got to get these boys put where they belong. And then we also need to finish building the barns and fences. I don't know how much wood I have left. Let's look and see. I think we have enough to do a little bit more. We gotta cut down a few trees. Do we have it over here? No. Where did I put that truck? Maybe I moved it over here. Oh, there's a chicken. We need him because we didn't kill all the other chickens on the last episode. So let's go put this chicken up. I'm glad we found it. There may be a few more that's running around this place because we did accidentally let some of the babies out. So we'll see. The other ones died, so we gotta replace them. We need to check this room to see if there's any eggs that's hatched. If there has been, we need to put them up. But then when they get big, we got to see if there are any roosters, because I don't want any roosters in here with this. So there's that. Oh, I threw him down. There we go. Well, her down. But let's put these up real quick. Go ahead and smash that like. Here's another one. Anyway, smash that like button. Got a chicken running away from me. Come here. Get in here where you belong. They were babies, now they don't. Whoop. Get up here. They grew up. Looks like the other ones grew up too. Let me see. Is there anybody else running off? Let's get this meat. Anybody else? I can't see any. There could be some out there somewhere. He was in here inspecting all this chicken. He's like, oh, I wasn't one of them. I don't see any more in here. I don't know why that got outside the door there. Oh, I need to get that chicken too. We got a lot of it. We're going to be working in here. This is our little meat and cheese factory. So we'll be tending to the chickens and stuff soon. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. We will be doing that. Just trying to get the animals under control first. Then we'll be on our way. Let's just put this in. We need some more ice chests. It would help, because then we wouldn't have to do this. But everything's full. Well, we better put it down. Alright, so there's our dog in here. Wait a minute, what's this meat? Oh, that's something else. I think there was some over here. Let's check the chickens. See if anybody hatched. Huh. Not yet. Gonna have to probably take a while. And some of it may not be fertilized. I heard something sound like a little chick. Could be one. Let's go on and feed the animals, because that is an issue. We need to make sure we take care of them. Oh yeah, the rooster's in here with my dog. See him right there. Buddy, I'm sorry. Buddy's like, how could you do this to me? Well, it's the only pen I've had nearby. Let's go see. We'll feed. I don't think there's anything over here to feed, so let's just look. We gotta move all them too. Alright, I'll load it up just for the sake of loading it, but I don't think there's any chickens. Did I put any in here? I don't think so. Don't look like it. Anybody run off up here? Sometimes your animals run off up there. What is this? Now that was some sort of glitch. I'm gonna hit R and see if it helps fix it. But it usually... It must have did that when we loaded in or something. Let's see if there's anything in here. We got a mess in here to deal with. We haven't given them water. We gotta clean all this up. Oh, I figured out what was wrong. the reason the medicine's not working, it could be one or two reasons. I know, I basically know, but if the game changed something, then it could change. But it should be down here. There's this little splatter looking thing that shows up, and then you hit E. It is E. So if it doesn't show you the E, then it's not something you can do. And the reason is the plant's already too big. So if you have a smaller plant, like say you plant one and it's just starting to grow, then it goes yellow or whatever, and it has that little splatter sign right next to this right here, right down here somewhere, that one is the one you can cure with this, and you hit E. Otherwise, it will not show up for you. Okay? So that's what it was. That's what's wrong. For anybody that don't know. Because I was like, what is going on? I've done it. I knew I'd done it before, but it had been so long I couldn't remember. The E button was the one, but it wouldn't show E. So I was like, I don't know. But that's what it is. And we don't have any that's small enough, so I can't show you. Alright, we have that wood. Here's the other wood. There's the goats. How many sheep do we have? Oh, baby. We got another baby. Look at the babies. A baby sheep. Oh, how cute. 2 of them. 3 of them. No, that's a split of a cow. Okay. I thought it was 3 of them. Look at that. And they're pregnant with another one. So we got a little bit of wood, see? We couldn't do a lot. We probably could do half a fence with this, I guess. Maybe a little more. We do need to move this. And we will saw these, but not yet. Because we will need the wood. I just want to get it out of the area right here. Get this meat up. So we can build our fence for the next animal pen. I think we have one more on this side and one more on the other side to build. And then we'll be done with that. So I think we'll be close to having enough room to build it. We might have to knock down a tree, but let's move this truck over. There we go. I'm just going to pull it on over here. Out of the way. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to bring it back. Because once I build that fence, we'd have to go around. And I'd rather bring this up here because I'm going to have to move these cows over there. So I might even throw them in this truck and move them, but we'll see. Whatever we decide, I don't know. Parked too close. Alright. See how that works. We need to build our fence. This one's up a little bit high, but it'll be okay. The ground isn't perfect, so that's one reason. You can adjust the fence though, so depends on the person. I think that'll do okay. We're gonna put a gate here, and then we're gonna put a regular piece, and we'll just alternate between the two. There we go. And then we'll get another gate. Wish they'd make it easier to do this, not have to switch like that. You don't have to, but I'd rather have a gate and then a regular piece, because I don't want it to be, you know, all gates or all the other pieces. Alright, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need, I think we needed 7 or 8. Okay, let's get this piece. 6. We're gonna have to put this up and cut this tree down. So let's do that. Chop that tree right down. Timber! I know it was too late. It already hit the ground, but hey, we yelled it, so it'll be okay. Nobody was there. Alright. So now I think we need one more gate, and then I'll check and see if that's it. Oops, that was accident. Alrighty then. Now I'm going to count the other one and make sure it was, I think it's 7. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Are you dead? No. Alright, 7. So I think we're already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now we can go straight on back. 8 of them. Now we don't have to build it this way, but I just chose to. You can check this one and put it up against there, and then it'll tell you if you did it right. Oh, I miscounted, see? And if it don't reach over there, then you didn't do it. So you gotta redo it. So I gotta redo that. I better count out loud so we can hear it. Alright, I'm gonna put a gate there. Let me get out the walkway so I can put it there. Alright, so we rotate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And it should be right this time. Yep. Once it does that, you know you did it right. And you can knock them two out. And now we can alternate. Now you can put these vents up backwards, and depending on how you do it, it will be. So you got to watch that. So make sure you decide if it's right. Now I wish they showed a little better way of telling. I can't tell. So if there's a way to tell, I don't recognize it. You know. So, but you don't have to put all alternating gates and regular fences. So I just like to do that because I don't want to be going far without having a way out. It takes too long to have to run across all the way across something just to get out. Alrighty. We're getting closer, I would say. There we go. There we go. I think we're about there. Let's see, we should do that one. I think that's it. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I might have clicked one too many. I don't know. Nope. There we go. Alright, we almost have the pin area squared off, which is nice. This is going to be for one of them girl animals. Let's see what we got here. Now you can make that go up or down. It tells you, see down there, E or Q makes it go up or down. So if I want it, I can hit the button and it'll change it. I guess I won't do that, but if we have any problems, I may have to do it. Tear it down and just, you know. So we'll see. There we go. Takes more for the gate. So be aware of that. More wood. And I always want gates on all corners. And there we go. So that part's done. We could go on and put the blueprint for the shed. But I'm going to start on this side. And here we go. So we're going to center ourselves to the center a little bit. And then we'll get out the shed. And I'm not sure where the shed is up here, I think. Yeah. So this is the front section. So I guess what we'll do is come over here so we can at least get this closer to where it's going to be. That's not wanting to work. I better get another one out because I turned it and I shouldn't have. Alright, I'm going to try to do it right there. Let's see. If you watch the fence, see the poles? If you put it a certain angle with one of them matching, like, I don't know if I can explain. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think it needs to turn. 1, 2 and a half. 1, 2. See what I'm trying to show you? It's not highlighting though. Something must be out here. But anyway, what I was just trying to show right over here, if you count 1, 2, and then a half of the fence, and the same on the other side, if you're looking at the back end of that barn piece, if that back half of that barn lines up there and in the same spot on the other side, it should be pretty straight. But for whatever reason, it wasn't highlighting green, so I'm going to have to try that again. Is there something on the ground that I don't see? An egg or... Because if there's an egg, it won't work. Huh. I don't see nothing. Alright, let's try this again. It says front section. Huh. See, it's saying we can't put it here. Why? Only back here. Wow. Wow, that ain't good. So the ground is so messed up, they won't let us even put that there. I don't think that's fair. I'm gonna try to see if I can maneuver it in over here, and then maybe it'll highlight somehow, but I doubt it will. But you see that fence? Count 1, 2, and that side's 3, 1, 2. So you twist it and try to make each side as close to equal as you can. But this one ain't gonna let me do it, I don't think. So that's decent, but this is crooked. I didn't go far enough. But you see how much better? It's a lot closer to being right. Let me just see if they'll even let me do it. Okay, middle section. Well, it looks like they're gonna let me. Oh no, that was the wrong piece. It said middle section. How did they come up with that? That ain't no middle. It was the back section, not bad. But at least they're letting me put it there, that's the thing. I don't want the back section, I want another front section. You put it there, don't move it, just don't move your mouse. And only rotate your thing when you put it there. When it pops up, leave it alone. Then click it, and you got it. So I guess we worked it out okay. It's a little crooked, but I'm going to leave it since this side wouldn't let me put it down. There's not a lot I can do. So we'll just have to have the barn on this side. But now we can build the barn and the fence. We'll start with the fence. But I guess I'm going to do a quick time lapse, and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty then, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. As you can see, we built this fence and barn. I'm trying to remember, I guess we're going to put some girl sheep in there. Let's do that. Or whoever is the least amount, I don't know. We don't know what the babies are going to be, that's the only problem with that. That's a boy, we got to put the boys when we build the next one. Oh, she's pregnant. I guess we'll put the pregnant one over here, the goat. And then this will be the sheep pen over here. This will be the goat pen for the girls. I don't know if there's going to be any more girls or not, because like I say, the baby could be a girl. And it ain't gonna tell me unless they're pregnant, so. Okay, that's definitely should be a boy. So, we won't know about that right now. But, at least we got that going. Let's open this up for them. So they can get that, and it shows that the food worked. So I'm wondering if these actually reached it. It don't show that it reaches. So I don't see how it worked. That one might. Oh, I should have put the water on that side. And that one would have reached it. But we're going to be building new ones anyway, so that's funny. Alrighty. Let's get out of here. We're going to be building new ones for each one anyway. So, let's go ahead and give these guys some food and water because they ain't had any in a bit. So, let's get that going. You got to make sure you feed them or they will die. For some reason, this don't seem to be doing anything. Usually did the other one on the other side of this. So some of these they don't really need. There's a cow we gotta go get. That looks like a boy, is it? I don't know, it was too young to tell. Too young to tell. So, and it won't fit through there. Better go this way. We'll just bring it in here since we don't know yet. They should tell us it should be a pink or a blue bar in that, and we would know then what in the world's going on. But they don't tell us. These aren't eating nothing, or at least it's not showing it. Alright, so we did that. We still got the other side to feed. We still got to move all the boys. But now we'll have a girl goat pen and a girl sheep pen. And we don't have enough wood to do any more, so I guess we should go buy wood. And then we're going to be building a sawmill. Actually, let's go ahead and build the grain mill for this spot, since we already have all this stuff. For some reason they unhooked me. Alright. Let's hope it hooks me up. Yep. If you're new, hit C, as in cat on the keyboard, to hook that up. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Let's pull straight. And then try to swing around. We'll just stop right here. Alright, so we gotta build those. We should have enough room, but we'll move a little bit. Just to make sure that we do. Well, we dropped it. Alright, so now we should be able to do that straight back from here. Alright, so let's get our bin out. I think there's one in here somewhere. There we go. Spin this guy around. Try to make it square. It's kind of hard to see when you actually hit square or not. I'm guessing that's good. I don't know. So let's look and see. I mean, I think it's decent. And I think we can still fit through here. I don't know. It looks like we need to move it back. Let's move this back a little. Because we don't want it to be too far up. Let's try that. Perfect. It's still up a little bit, ain't it? I mean, we could still fit a truck through there, but I'm gonna move it a little further back. I don't want to take any chances. Let's scoot over just a bit more. Rotate this around with the scroll wheel. Try to line it up nice. I'm going to touch it way back there. I think that's a little better, because I don't want it to be messed up. Alright, let's get that concrete. We'll just get the new concrete just over here in this trailer. That might be enough. Let me see. 50. Let's get this one. This one's crooked. Look at it. That one's crooked a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. I wish they would tell you when it got to a 90 degree or a whatever degree. That would help a lot. If they would show a center line and then a 90, 45, and whatever, all the little degrees. Alright, so we need the metal. We got all this for this stuff, so that's why we have all this extra. Because we anticipated on building all this, so at least we have it mostly here. Sorry about the fan noise. I had it on because the computer was hot, so I wanted to cool it down when the time lapse was going. Let's put this here. There we go. I think we need one more because I don't think that other one has enough. We'll see. Alright, let's get the windmill. There we go. Now which way are these facing? Okay, they're facing that way. Alright. So, I'm gonna call it good about there. I think that's good. Not perfect, but it's good. Alright, good enough for me. There we go. Let's see if we get enough. Looks like we had a different one that had less in it. We still need more. Some of them didn't have a full amount. Alright. That's pretty good. Let's put this back over here. Just to keep it in line. Now let's load this up. Hit R. And then E. Make sure these animals can get their stuff. Now this one will definitely hit it. So that hits that, and then of course this one hits that. So both of them work for that now, and probably the other one too. So we're doing pretty good. We'll be clearing out a little bit more of these trees for a place to drive right here. We ain't gonna take them all down. We are gonna take this one down though, because it is at the end of the little way. Let's just take it down now. There we go. We will have to take down whatever's from here back. I might go ahead and walk this fence line and take down. I'm going to take this one down. I'm going to take everything down where I've got to put a new barn. Timber! Whoa, it's going to hit me. Yikes. That was close. We'll clean that up in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do this one even though it'll be on the outside of the fence a little bit. I think both of them need to go because they're right there. Oh, we got an extra one. Timber! Alright. Go ahead and smash that like button. Appreciate everybody. Hope you've been enjoying all the episodes. We are going to do the DLC one. That's the new map one or whatever you want to call it. It's not really new anymore, but it's new to me. It's not new to me. I mean, I know about it. I just didn't get to play it because the internet was out. But now I will. We're going to be playing it. So we'll be doing that. Got to clean all this up. Got to be able to build that barn. Down it goes. Sorry. Almost hit the pin. Alright, let's clean this up because it'll be in the way. And we're going to try to leave some trees, so we're not going to just knock everything down. Let's see what we should leave. That one, these are going to have to go because we're going to have the other thing behind the pen. There we go. And then maybe that one. And let's clean this up. We'll be needing the wood anyway for stuff we gotta do, sawmill work. We may save it till we actually do the full sawmill stuff. I'm gonna do one more because we are gonna need a walkway. I might have to do a little more when it gets time. But as you can see, we're trying to clear this up for the barn. I'm trying to get this done. Alright, so this is going to come and go straight off that way, but we'll start from this other side to build the fence. Let's go ahead and start the blueprints of it. And then we won't be able to probably get it unless we happen to get enough wood, but we can start it and then we'll have to move some things. But let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick time lapse, but it may not be like a full barn build or whatever, but we may run to the store to buy wood if I have time. If not, it'll just be the blueprint, a couple other things. We'll see. I may move all the logs, but hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you in a bit. Alrighty then, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. I want to go ahead and unload some of this into the and do the fence and the barn, but hope you enjoyed. Trying to get some of it built on up so we can build our sawmill coming up soon. So let's get this built. Once this is built, we're pretty close. I think I miscounted the animals though. I think we might be a barn short. So let me think about it. Two sets of cows. We have pigs, goats, and sheep, so that we technically need one more barn there and one more barn on the other side. But we had said we could put the goat and the sheep together, so what I might do is put the sheep with the goats, girl goats and the boys together. The sheep and the boys sheep and the boy goats together. Unless we decide to build another barn later, but for now we're just going to put them together. So that's what I'm going to end up doing when I separate them. On the next episode, we're going to move all the boys into their pens and the girls where they belong, and hopefully that'll be it on the moving things. Then we can get back to the other stuff like building the fence, building a sawmill, tending to the meat, making cheese, all that kind of stuff. Tending to the milking the cows, the more basic type ranch work. But right now we're just building all these things we need. So we also still have to build a silo and a windmill, which I don't know if I have time on this episode. We will see. Beautiful sunshiny day. Appreciate everybody. Smash the like button for Ranch Simulator. We are getting it done. Alright. Hopefully we can get on and get everything we need going. We gotta get all the vegetables situated, or fruits or plants or whatever we want to call them. Alright. We're pretty close to the edge of that fence by this time. See how close we are? You wouldn't think it, but we are. We're real close to that piece of fence back there. So we're running out of room is what I'm trying to say. We're running out of room. Alrighty then. Oh, I'll probably leave that one. We'll do this one. And that one, I guess. It don't take long to build it once you got it, all the wood together. Alright, we'll hold up on that one. How many does it need? Yeah, only one. Let's go ahead and put this at the front then. And put that there. Hope you're enjoying all the episodes we're doing of the different gameplay. I'm still going to work on the Giants editor. I've been doing some stuff. It's just taking longer, and I was sick, so it's taking me a little longer to finish what I was doing. And then I'll be making more tutorial videos, so stay tuned if you've been waiting on that. Hadn't forgot. Have been working on it. There we go. Alright. Getting there. A little bit more. Sun's going down. We need to go make it daylight. Guess this will be the last little pieces that I do, and then we'll go make it daylight. It always gets dark when I'm finishing up the shed, or the barn, or whatever it is. That's funny. Alright, let's go make it daylight. I don't want to work in the dark. Okay, let me out of here, please. Thank you very much. The cows are like, oh, I can't believe you put us over here. Hopefully that's far enough so they can't mate. I mean, I know it seems obvious that they can't, but not in this game. It's not so obvious. I've had them next to each other in different pens and they still mated, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's good enough. I'm assuming that it's about a 1 fence length distance, but that's like 2 or 3, so it should be plenty. Look at this. Got a whole row of barns. That's a lot of animals. But we gotta do it. Gotta have our animals taken care of. I like how it does one by one, and I wish this was a little different where it had like beams. Then you lay the ply, like we wish we had sheets of plywood and that you could go lay them down and so on. I know it's a, you know, they don't want to, that's a lot for the game, but I just like that part of the process. One of my favorite parts of the game is this part, building. So, you know, I like that. I wouldn't want it to do so much at once. It has to do a little bit more, you know, than what just one piece, but typically so. But we need to climb up so we can reach this stuff. Well, it's not letting me. And we still ain't reaching it. There we go. Alright, almost done. Let's see if we can get it done. Yeah, we're building it out of order for sure. The roof and then all that has nothing to hold on to, but we're building it like that anyway. Yeah, that roof's like, yeah, sure, I'll float here for a little while, no problem. No beams, nowhere else. That's fine. You know how it is. Alright, let's get these barn doors done. Get them in. Get the troughs and then get the silos hopefully built before this episode ends. I believe we have plenty of time because we did some time lapse, so that should have took up some of the time. There we go. Then we need the metal and we need the wood. I say we get the metal first. That way that part's done. If you need to look at it, I'll stop for a second so you can see it. Wood plank 16, metal 3 for the big doors, 12 for the small doors on wood, and then 1 metal. So you gotta hit E to give it to it. And we'll put this back up on here so we don't lose it. Alright, let's get this wood. And then we'll need 3 pieces will get both little doors. So basically you get a half a load there. This finishes this door over here. And then 1 more stack. And that's kind of how it works. And the other ones I think are 2 stacks each. So 2 stacks each, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 total stacks to do all the doors. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm right. 3 for the 2 little ones total, and 4 for the 2 big ones. 2 each on the big ones. So that totals 4. 1.5 for the little ones, so that totals 3. 4 and 3, 7. Alright. Now we gotta get 4. Always set 4 more out to do the troughs. Then I'll be already in here and don't have to deal with it. And then we'll get that gate finished. I always like to have these. I use 2 fronts because I want them to be able to get in both sides, in and out. Alright, so let's build our trough. And we will be all set. Alright, either one works because we're going to be putting a silo in and a food thing. Or a water thing, windmill. That should be good enough. Alright. And let's load that up and then we'll finish that gate. We'll be done with this pen. And we'll only have the silo and the windmill to deal with. We might go ahead and do it just so we'll have it ready for the animals. I don't think I can drive through there, but let's just go on around. We'll see if we can fit. Yeah, we'll barely be able to get back here. Alright. I'm trying to pull out of the way a little because I don't think I got this set up where we're going to have to move some of this on account of the windmill and stuff. I want it to be fixed right. And then we'll build that and we'll be all set. We'll be done. We ain't gonna move the animals, I don't think, on this episode, because that's a lot of work. I would just move one set, the boy goat, but we only have two. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's a lot of wood in the way. And I just spent all that time moving it over there. Wish they had a way to stack more than one. I think you should be able to get about 4 on your shoulder. Or 2 on each shoulder. They don't let you pick up very much. Alright, let's get back here and fix this. Alright, get the silo out. Okay, so we know this has to turn around. And I'm on the wrong spot to be looking. I need to look this way. So let's try to straighten that out. And that's going to be right in line with that. And pretty far over. I'm going to have to just try that one. Let me see how it looks. Looks a little crooked. But we can still fit through. So I'm not too concerned about the crookedness. Let's go ahead and build it. We have all the stuff, so we don't want to waste no time. There we go. And one more. I know everybody's dizzy, all that spinning around. Well, we'll just leave that there. Well, it's best to always set it back down like that, or you have an issue. Let's go ahead and turn this on. We could always move it if we hate it, you know. Now it's time to put that water. Well, all the other ones had the water on this side. Boy, it was crooked, wasn't it? Well, not too bad. It needed to come this way a little bit. We should have scooted that over. But I think I'll be satisfied. I don't know. Kinda not satisfied. If I got all my other ones, I think I'm gonna bust it. I know I'm gonna lose my metal, but hey, I don't like it. You gotta do it. Lost cement, lost all that. It's okay. Just have to deal with it. It's gonna have to be moved. Alright, so we're gonna have to bring it this way. So I'm gonna stand about right here, so I know that it needs to go right in front of me. Then I can just turn it and then square up where I think's good, and then pull that back a little more. I think that ought to do it. That's wide enough there, straight enough there, and then we'll be able to get our windmill over here now. Let's do our windmill. Which way are they facing? This way. I have no idea why they're both turned the opposite way. I think that's hilarious. Y'all see that other side of the windmills? They're all facing a different way. That's hilarious. So the wind's blowing this way and then it's blowing that way. Hey, it could happen. I have no idea what happened to that, why I did that, or why I did that. That one's full. Alright, let's get this all filled up, and we'll be all set. One more. See how much it takes. It takes a lot. You gotta be ready to go with it. And we'll just do that. And that ain't bad. Let's do that. Load it up. And there we go. Now each one of them should have one, unless I missed one. I did. So each one don't have one. So I kinda halved it. Well, as long as it works, I'm good. I'm happy. Let's go check our thing real fast and when we're gonna call it. We gotta get a animal over here, I guess. That says it's good. So well, it says it's only 10 there. But I'm pretty sure this reaches it. I mean, look at it. It's right there. If it don't reach it, I don't know why it wouldn't. It reaches it. I guess they're acting like the neighboring animals have eaten it. Alright, so let's get up here. Get in there. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, we better shut that. Alright, this is... Oh, she done had that baby, look. She had the baby, now we not gotta keep an eye on it because it might be a boy. Alright, are you a boy? I think you're a boy. I hope you're a boy. Okay, get out of there, little goat. Did you hear that baby scream? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get rammed by this goat. Because I hurt the little baby. As far as I know, this is a boy. If it's not, ain't much I can do. I thought I saw a flying cow, but it wasn't. Is that a boy? Good. Come along. You knew the assignment. Let's go. This the pen. All boys over here. And there you go, sir. Sir Goat. Alright, that's the mama. Right? Am I right? That's a little one. We don't know. If this is a girl, I know where it goes. This is a boy. I think it's a boy. I really don't know. It could be a girl for all I know. How in the world am I going to tell? I can't see it. Let me let it loose so I can see if I see anything. Now how do I know? Is that a girl? I can't even squat down to see. I mean, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, it's a boy. I don't have any recollection on this one. We're gonna put the boys together. Alright, let's get in there. Come on, sheeper. You better not be a girl. That's all I gotta say. Okay, there's a goat. It's gotta be a boy, right? Looks like one. Can we even tell? I mean, not really. I mean, it doesn't have anything specific to know. The horns, I guess, but I guess it's just the horns. But on a sheep, I'll have to look and see if the boy had any horns. I don't know. I didn't look. Shouldn't be no horns on a sheep. Not the little sheep. Now a ram, but sheep, I don't think so. We just had that's a mama right there. No? Oh boy, this is harder than I thought. Uh-oh. I think this is a mama. That one we put in there actually might be a mama. Oh boy. Yeah, where's the other one? Boy, they should tell us what it is. This is annoying. That's gotta be a mama. It's either the boy right here or... And I do have that little thing we could trim it, but we'll do that on the next episode. If y'all saw me when I was at the store doing the time lapse, I was doing a little circle around the trimmer to show y'all that that's new. I hadn't seen it since the goats have been here. I have not watched them do that before. Wow. They just pooped right over this sheep. That's the first time I've seen them do it like that. Alright, so I hope that's not a girl. We'll fix it later if it is. And then we gotta switch this girl and all over here and turn this pen into a pig girl pen, because we hadn't got the girl pig yet again. Then we gotta move all them boys and so on. I think y'all get the picture. It's a lot. But anyway, we're gonna call that episode here. Let me run to the end so we can at least see all our work in a big old look-see. Looky what we've done. Barns everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to call it episode here. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit that like button. Subscribe. Turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.